Good morning, y'all, and the Viking. We are here in Grand Traverse at the Bowers Harbor boat launch. It's cold out. It's about 7:30 in the morning. It's chilly, but it is calm. We had about 2 weeks of heavy winds up here, so today is one of those times that the wind takes a break, and we just happen to be up here, so we're going to head out to Marion Island, today known as Powers Island. So we got a few miles to paddle, and we're taking the kayak today. Gonna head out to the island and check it out. Channel's Restless Viking. Please like if you like the content. We could really use the likes and comments, and subscribe if you like what you see. And let's head out to the island. Power Island has gone by many names over the past 2 centuries. Today it's a preserved use for day hikes, and it has a little camping. For years, I would hear passing mention of the island from other adventurers. It was late early morning when I launched, and I was immediately taken by how quiet Grand Traverse Bay was this day. Soon after I launched, I was joined in relaxing adventure by a seaplane practicing takeoffs and landings. 2.5 miles from Power Island. We got a seaplane doing traffic pattern work, and yeah, it's going along pretty well. Really calm water, and still cloud covered. It's supposed to be sunny today, but we'll see. And as with anything that's open water, a sea kayak's the way to go. Not one of those recreation kayaks where you got big open water. Kind of want to skirt so you can keep the water out from the waves, the splash, because open water gets pretty serious, even in a bay like Grand Traverse. You can get some pretty nice waves that wash over your kayak. Get in the boat, and once your boat is full of water, it becomes hard to control. I think Mr. Airplane's coming back. Not much traffic out here today, probably because it's 37 degrees. People aren't interested, I guess, in being a Viking. So right over there is Power Island, and that's where we're headed. Gonna go find a dock, do some hiking, have some fun. We're about a mile out from Marion Island, Power Island, and things are going smoothly. The waves are half-footers. All 202 acres, I believe, of an island that was used mostly for picnics, hogs, and occasionally a summer residence. And today it's a park for picnics. And a little camping on it, too. It looks like, I believe there's 10 rustic campsites on the island. There's a lot of talk online right now about this area being near peak or in peak for the fall colors. It's October 2nd, and I ain't seeing it. I've been up here a couple days, and it's still pretty green. Got some people walking on the beach. So I believe what we have here is the ranger residence. Power Island has a full-time ranger that takes care of the island. Summer ranger, I should say, seasonal ranger. And I believe this is the location of the cabin. October 2nd, we're not welcome here anymore. Dock's been pulled in. There's usually a little twig sign up here that says Power Island, but they take it down, roll up the carpet. I guess probably Labor Day. Two years ago, Poppins and I quietly slid by the island in a 31-foot sailboat. I peered down the dock into the dark interior. The trees quickly consumed the light. As we glided by, a pleasant sense of curiosity made me add this sun-dappled hiker's island to my ever-growing list of places to visit. We're on Power Island, a little picnic area. It's pretty much all the island's been good for, except dancing and some timber harvested back in World War II. I decided to dust off the old sea kayak that judges me each time I open the door to the storage area and take it on the journey to the island. But I wouldn't recommend it unless you have some open water experience. Grand Traverse Bay can get rough. Apparently Andrew Blackbird is credited with being the first person to note an island near Old Mission Peninsula. He's credited in the late 1800s, but Henry Schoolcraft is credited in 1837 with noting the island. So I don't know. But the Odawa knew it was here. It was in their territory for centuries. So whatever. It's definitely interesting to note that 3 American presidents have been on this 200-acre island. When Ford owned it, Henry Ford, Wilson, Harding, and Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, all stopped by and partied. Apparently Babe Ruth, rumor has it, was kicked off when he got too drunk. And Edison's been here. He was a good friend of Henry Ford though, so that's not surprising. But yeah, a lot of famous people have been in this little place. Oh, I got tracks from a caretaker. Quiet Wilderness Reserve, where they drive 4-wheelers around. So yeah, pretty much a picnic area. It's a fire pit. It's old Mission Peninsula over there. You can hear that amphibious plane that's been harassing me all morning. So here's a little map I made of the island. Kind of use different layers from different places. The blue dot's us, and we're gonna go ahead and hike up to the benchmark. Check that out. We're gonna hike all the way up here to Bassett Island, where a bunch of the campsites are supposed to be, and kind of check those out. So after the kayak trip out and a fitful night of sleep in a bed, my back is killing me, and that's great because you can show your sympathy for me by subscribing, or if you're already subscribed, liking and commenting on the video for a little pity party. That would really help me out and lift my spirits. So the island used to be called Eagle or Hawk Island because of the birds of prey that nested here, and this was back in the late 1800s, and then it became known as Hog Island because of the hogs that they let loose on the island to feast on the vegetation. So we're heading up the hill right now to get to the top. I think this trail is a little overgrown because, you know, the ranger can't get an ATV up here. So the trail kind of just disappeared in some deadfall, and I think we might have picked it back up. Yep, I think we found it again. So we almost got a great view of Grand Traverse Bay looking at the old Mission Peninsula, but we can't see it completely. Then the trail disappears again. It's more like the ridge bushwhack, I think. So we are, listen carefully, we are at the north end of the East Ridge. And there's a funny tree here. That's a burl. It's a nice burl. I'd make a nice bowl. That's kind of a, you know, some kind of fungus or something that the tree, kind of a wound maybe, that the tree grew, and that is some very tough wood in there. Here at the burled tree, just off the trail, there is a piece of birch bark here, and it wasn't very well hidden when I got here, but inside of that is a geocache. Look at that, everybody. From those that watched the Bob Lowe video, Beau Blanc video, we left $5 in that cache. In this logbook, we're gonna leave something, but we're going to leave $10 in the cache. Now, it's a mile from shore, approximately, from the nearest shore. It's 3 miles from the boat launch to the north and 6 miles from the boat launch, closest boat launch to the south. So it might take a little effort, but this will at least pay for your gas money and maybe a cup of coffee. So we are going to leave the $10 in the log of this geocache. There's the $10. There's the bag that it might get pretty wet, but you know, cotton paper. So there it is. Stop out here, grab yourself $10. There's another restless Viking hidden treasure. So there it is, and we're gonna head down. We're gonna go up to Bassett Island. It's a tiny island just to the north where there's some camping spots. And there used to be a 2-story dance hall there. The longest running name of the island, probably the most used, was Marion Island. And in 1872, the Hall family from Ionia, Michigan, purchased the island, and they named the island after their youngest daughter, Marion Hall. that lasted for the longest time. Recently in the 80s changed to Power Island because of the donation and to honor Eugene Power. So now we are officially off the ridge. So it looks like this year, yeah, you're not getting out there by land unless you get wet. So that's Bassett Island. We can kayak out there and check it out on the way back. The water's done a lot here in the Great Lakes this year. Trail cam to watch for steamers coming in or boats. There used to be a steamer that would come out to this island. They can also keep track of the campsite out there on Bassett Island. But yeah, a steamer used to show up over on Bassett Island. Bassett Island used to have the dock. There used to be a 2-story dance gazebo. Doesn't look like they obviously don't use it for that anymore, but I guess there's still some posts there. But we'll kayak over there and see what we can find. You can see it gets pretty shallow in this area. You can see the vegetation over there, obviously, that's flooded out. It used to be the land bridge from Bassett Island to Marion Island, or Power Island. And right now it's not a land bridge. So water's still high in the Great Lakes. It was actually higher than this at one time. It's pretty unique to have a collection of rustic campsites in the middle of a tourist mecca like Grand Traverse Bay. Sailboats anchor around the island, boaters picnic on the island, kayakers and hikers can camp on the island. The 10 rustic campsites fetch a princely sum on weekends of $40 per night for residents and $55 for non-residents. This year, camping was closed due to the pandemic. And it's also reasonably confusing that the campsites are listed as first come, first serve, but reservations are required, so that's the deal. So apparently you have to reserve these sites. Of course, today you can't. Campground restrooms. And well, they're closed for 2020. Yeah, stay out of there. Can't go to poop there. This is site. And yeah, here's what it looks like. Big messy fire pit. Picnic table grill. View of Grand Traverse Bay. And stuff like that. Not flooded yet. That's good. A little more primitive. So yeah, pretty cool. Got a few primitive campsites. 10, they said. I counted like 7 here. 5 to 7. Bassett Island, just a tiny little island. It is actually an island and not a peninsula. Kind of quiet. It's close to the city. Easy to get to by kayak. Really easy to get to by kayak. You got a bathroom. Chipmunk poles. They'll keep the chipmunks from ripping your bag open, which I imagine they become a problem. So there you go. Bassett and Marion Island. So it's kind of fun, eh? For a Saturday afternoon. A little kayak, a little hiking. About 5 miles out there. Nobody here. In the summer, I guess it does get kind of busy. But yeah, you can come out and camp. Kayak out here if you have a little experience and you've learned to do some open water kayaking and shoot across the mile-long crossing. Stay by shore. If you know what you're doing, you can launch down in Traverse City, come straight here, or launch at Bowers Bay, I think it is. come straight here, but Power Island and Bassett Island. And yeah, pretty cool place. So that's all we got. But hey, like and subscribe. We could really use some comments and some likes on the videos. And we'll see you at the next off the beaten path place. Thanks for watching.